here, next pools match up, I believe that is, I saw Kapus.
Yeah, Kapus. They are incredibly talented. They also have a bunch of characters at their disposal. Renegade, I have seen at so many majors in the South, and you can tell we're in the South because this is apparently Tornado Alley at this very moment.
Yeah, Kapus coming out big with the up airs. Renegade, of course, top 3 player from the San Antonio region. So this is another thing I love about the big Texas events is, you know, Texas comes together when it's time to come together, but the true rivalries in the state are the big cities against each other.
Oh, within the state, that's the best part about majors in the South, and especially LTCs, is that the interstate rivalries of Texas, most people are like, oh, it's same state, you're all unified, right? Well, first of all, NorCal, SoCal, but second of all, Texas is so big that there are like 4 or 5 different sub-regions, and every single one of them goes, oh, I'm playing up against DFW, I'm playing against Austin, I gotta get this win.
Absolutely. And so it'll be interesting to see what we do. I mean, obviously, Renegade, like I said, PR'd in his city. Kapus, I know, they're I would say a pretty consistent threat. You know, they're right outside that PR range.
You know, when you play in DFW, it's very hard to get on the PR because there are, you know, like 7 or 8 like consistent PR players, and then 9 through 10 is a revolving door of about like 30 other players that are all high-level players. Kapus is one of those players, and they've been for a long time showing up to a lot of Denton events, being one of the dominant forces up there. And you can see why, right? Only taking 80% so far, so Renegade doesn't exactly have them at kill percents yet, and this Mega Man is going to keep some distance. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you've established the lead. You can get away. You can kind of keep Snake, you know, juggled in the air. We saw Kapus got what 50-60% just off of up airs alone. So and at Snake, you know, everyone knows don't jump or air dodge the Mega Man up air. So you just got to kind of eat the percent and make your way back to the ground. I love the use of that leaf shield right there too. Good tech chase by Renegade though, sets up for this edge guard, and Mega Man not having a hitbox on that recovery can make the Nikita a little bit more difficult to maneuver around, but I'm loving that right there. The mix-ups from Kapus. No double jump right now though. Well, Renegade let go of the Nikita, and I thought that was a pretty free edge guard without the double jump.
Right.
Nonetheless, cleans it up on that ledge trap, though. Yep,
got the grab above 160. Easy down throw up tilt for all Snake mains. Day 1 stuff, you know. But it gets the job done, and now had a bit of a gap, has now closed it. Only 20% between the two now, as their projectiles galore so far.
I love the activity between them two, the difference in the way they're using those projectiles, that Renegade has been using those grenades to actually make up distance on the space. A lot of those neutral tosses might even get the stock right here. Love the use of the Crash Bomber, the multiple hitboxes to deactivate the Nikita. Very difficult for the Snake to reactivate it when you're mashing that fast. And Kapus has taken a ton of percent, but still holding on to the second stock. Renegade's just put it on so quickly, though.
Good weight there on the neutral. Get up. Oh, can't. Yeah, a little bit unsafe on the shield. Up tilt's going to crank it. And now Renegade turning it back on Kapus, got a bit of a lead now to work with, and now it's up to Mega Man to make the hot pursuit.
About the same lead that Kapus was playing with at the beginning, at the first stock, right? But you know, this is one of the things where I feel like, okay, like Snake is actually a pretty good comeback character. He does so much damage. He has very reliable kill confirms, but Mega Man, maybe not as much. He feels like he's very difficult to make a comeback with. There's not much room to change up your play style.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like a lot of Mega Man's game plan is sort of that nickel and dime play style, right? You tack on percent with lemons and metal blades and such like that, and then you get the edge guard, and then you can start going in. But actually breaking that parity, getting that neutral win against somebody like Snake who can put that wall up with the lead, it's definitely going to be, I think, the biggest roadblock for Kapus moving forward.
Man, I am loving the advancement of Renegade's playstyle too, though. Like, the stage control has been amazing. Again, the use of the projectiles has mostly been to, you know, back Kapus into a corner or, you know, keep them in the corner, right? It's all about locking them down. It's very MVD style of play, right, with the Snake, but does go down to the last stock right here. Kapus at 78% means that we're getting really close to Snake kill confirmed, so you got to be really on your P's and Q's right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was able to get that shield poke on the back air, which is, I think, definitely a saving grace. Able to get that stage, at least get back to sort of a neutral stance here. No back against the wall just yet, but got to watch this percent that they're going to be eating from the grenades.
I love the play around the platform too, not over-committing to try to get to center stage, which again, like, the stage control is so hard to come by against Renegade. The leaf shield, it's been very smart a couple of times, but really needed to back off right there because Snake's CQC options are so strong, and Renegade taking that game 1.
Yeah, good familiarity from Renegade, knowing he can punish the release of the leaf shield. Mega Man just kind of has to sit there and throw his leaves. So cranks the up tilt there. Early game 1 lead here. We'll see. Like you said, Kapus has very deep pockets. So we'll see if they stick with the Mega Man moving forward, or if they decide to bring out somebody else. Okay, Mega Man it is.
Yeah, I know that they you know, have a preference towards Mega Man in this matchup. I mean, they've got a Mario, they've got a Peach. I would not do Peach against Snake, personally. There are merits to it, but again, like your combos and your spacing just have to be so perfect. Whereas Mega Man, you know, you get a lot of lenience with this character, right? As long as you can keep your distance. And that's part of the reason we go to Battlefield 2, right? You get a little bit more survivability compared to small Battlefield. And there you see the adaptation with the Leaf Shield dashing back, right? It's all about creating some distance and kind of seeing if Renegade is going to, you know, make a mistake in that approach.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, almost a bit of a scramble there with the Leaf Shield and grenades popping off. Yeah, good work for Kapus so far. Definitely, they're working a lot better at making sure they hold that center part of Battlefield down. I think they kind of let Renegades use some grenades and kind of his slow approaches, push them back to a corner. Doing a good job. So, oh, this could be a free. Yeah. No. Yeah, C4's on the stage.
C4's on the stage, so there's nothing you can do. And it happens, I like almost panicked because you saw the rush coil come out. I was like, no, you're going to save him. Like, if Renegade had the reaction time, he could have just dropped down there and come back.
Oh, that's good. Interesting. So the Crash Bomber doing a good job, at least temporarily disabling the Nikita, but still, that Nikita powers through even the Mega Man side beat.
And again, it's all about the Nikita will get deactivated by a hitbox, but you can reactivate it as Snake if you press, you know, I believe the shield button, right? It'll bring it back. Most people just say L because that's the one that's easiest for a Snake player. Right. Oh, no! Like you said, don't jump. Don't jump, don't air dodge. Then
good discipline from Renegade there. Didn't panic. Got the C4 kill. Only 46 now tacked on here.
Ooh, that was really smart by Kapus too. Recognized that they caught the grenade and they went, okay, I'm just gonna grab the ledge. I'm invincible. That'll blow up, and then I can easily get back on stage after.
Yeah, Daisy chained it into the other grenade that was sitting on ledge. Dumped a bunch of damage onto Renegade here. Now Renegade trying to find his way back down. Now he just has to hold it and sit there. He doesn't want to jump or air dodge on that up air.
It looked like at the end, I don't know if the damage made him drop it because of the RNG chance or if he decided to drop that grenade. It did kind of help him out because otherwise he would have just kept eating that damage. It's really fun to just see him just hovering, holding the grenade.
It's just over, yeah.
He was just like, please, can I come down?
I would like to return to, I would like to put feet on the ground here. And again, these good pursuit here by Kapus, understanding that Renegades and Snakes in general love using that the Cypher to kind of start that mix-up down to the ground. Crash Bomber's going to attach onto Renegade, allow Kapus to get back.
That was good positioning by Renegade, though, knowing, okay, I'm far enough away that this Crash Bomber is not going to blow up the grenade, so I'm not going to get a bunch of shield stop pressured on me at the same time, and maneuvering around that Crash Bomber because it can latch onto you even when you're invincible, dropping off that Angel platform, too. So good recognition there, but again, does still need to work on this comeback trail because Kapus taking the lead again.
Ooh, that did like 20 damage. Goodness, that's a strong little up there sometimes.
Kapus again just so patient around these up smashes at the ledge. I mean, we've seen that exact sequence like 6 or 7 times at this point, and Kapus has just been like, I have the tools to just literally not deal with it at all.
Yeah, I'm making the conscious decision to not interact, and you're gonna have to be okay with me not wanting to interact. All right, down throw here. Again, good. I like the short hops that Renegades are doing on these down throws, just trying to pilot out what Kapus is going to do, and if they give him something like a neutral get up or get up attack, he's right there to punish it.
But still, this damage is building up so hard. And again, with Battlefield, Kapus just has so much distance to stay away from the Snake and say, look, I know that your CQC options can take this KO right now. Got a little too fancy with the movement. I think they mixed themselves up right there, so Renegade does close out that stock. But again, sitting at an 85% deficit, Kapus really taking to that distance. We'll see if Renegade can make that up.
Yeah, I mean, almost half of it made up right there, and a grenade and a C4 by Renegade. So now, again, we're back to this parity of all right, is the grenade going to get me an opening, or is the Metal Blade going to get me an opening? We'll see what Kapus can do here, trying to see if they can maintain this lead.
We see Renegade sticking to a few of the same sequences of grenades there in the corner. Kapus finally able to take advantage. Back air does not break the Cypher armor. You need an individual hit that does 8-point-something%. And none of those back air hits will do it, though. Chain them all together without that Cypher armor, though, and you've got yourself a stock, and you've got yourself that game 2. Kapus sending it to a game 3.
Yeah, nice. I mean, this would, I think, seeding-wise, would be technically considered an upset, but I mean, Kapus definitely holding their own there. Good use of that back air. I was worried for a second, too, once Snake kind of ate that first back air for breakfast. So I was like, oh no, this is where the reversal happens, right? This is where he starts cooking, puts Kapus out and finishes off. But Kapus maintained control and got the game.
I likened Renegade to MVD earlier. MVD would have gone for the Barbarian slice off stage. Oh, you let me armor through that back air? Catch this heel.
Yeah, the big old drop kick from the ledge, absolutely.
I would have loved to see that. I love that we're going back to small battlefield here too as well from Renegade. Like, this is a great pick for him. It's one of those weird matchups where you're like, okay, as Snake, I really need to be up close to my opponent. That's one of the things that makes him such a good character, ask Apollo Kage, that he can play at any distance, right? And that's exactly what Renegade is taking advantage of, saying, okay, Kapus has been really, really good at that long distance. It's been hard for me to get in, but they've been a little bit weak in the scrambles, and that's what he's trying to take advantage of.
Yeah, absolutely. And everyone who's played a Snake knows that Snake has just as good as normal as he does specials. Frame 4, frame 4 down there. Big, long-lasting hitboxes in his nairs. His nairs, back airs, and up airs. Like, there you go. Just ate about 20 damage off of can.
Frame 6, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, that's frame 6 out of shield. What am I saying? Like, that's actually even faster.
Yeah,
it's a crazy move.
Yeah. Horrendously good move, but it works. Still has a bit of a percent deficit there, but never mind.
Yeah, I like the use of it. And this is something that we didn't see in game 1 too, right? That Renegade was not confident in sticking out the Nikita, right? Kind of disengaged it early, but now is being a little bit more proactive with it. That time needed to disengage because Kapus went high, but again, quick, strong moves. That is what Snake is all about.
Absolutely, and unfortunately, that up tilt, not something you can grab. And so Kapus tried to punish the first up tilt with the grab, and every Snake, once they see the grab, they're like, cool, I get another up tilt for absolutely free. Thank you for the stock.
If there's one thing that Snake loves to just feast alive on zoners, I mean, most characters, but zoners especially, it's, are you bad in a scramble? Okay, here I come. You better get ready for it. And that's the big thing that Kapus really needs to work on is, okay, I'm in a scramble. Do I have an opportunity to mash out an aerial and hit the Snake for trying to continue his combo? Or do I just need to try to vie for positioning? Which, again, Snake can chase really, really well. It's a hard decision to make.
Yeah, absolutely, and Mega Man can't necessarily match in those short CQC scramble situations. You have quick aerials like fair and back air, but I mean they're not really. You still have to jump, throw the move out, and you're not going to win against whatever Snake's going to throw out in response.
And they cover really specific zones too, right? Like there are a lot of blind spots in Mega Man's quick aerials. I mean, aerials in general, like Mega Man suffers from a lot of blind spot-itis. And that's why this positioning has been so key for Kapus. Renegade taken to the skies for that recovery. Again, set up for that scramble, but didn't commit to anything off of that spot dodge. So Kapus quickly correcting course. They get that back throw. We are 2 stocks apiece in game 3.
Yeah, and that's good. Only let 51% tack on. That was good too. Yeah, like we were talking about the blind spots. I think Kapus was a bit hesitant to want to throw out just a box. Was waiting for the option from Renegade. Got the grab for it.
And that's why Renegade waited on that last one too. You saw that exact same interaction right there, but without sort of the panic of I need to take this stock or I can do it with this back throw. Kapus went right back into the shield, right back to the defense, and that's what Renegade was expecting when he lost that last stock. I don't think he wanted forward smash.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm gonna assume F tilt. I mean Kapus has been kind of spot dodging a lot more in those in the CQC now, so maybe trying to catch one of those. But yeah, you don't just pull that RPG out for no reason.
No. Leash Shield setting up into the corner. Renegade got Kapus back in the corner. Metal Blade saving them the pain of having to deal with all of the... That's so many spot dodges.
I know, that's terrifying. Okay, nice. I'll just ops to the edge guard here. Doesn't want to go for any down throw read quite yet.
Woo! Again, Kapus coming off the ledge has been so good this entire set.
I know, they've been a lot more aggressive compared to the first 2 games.
I'd be mad as hell. I'd be like, just let me connect a hit.
I know. I'm
full. Like, I can't believe that, like, Snake's ledge trapping is so good, and yet there has been no recourse for Renegade because Kapus has just got all of these flowcharts memorized.
Yeah, not really any Nikita edge guards, nothing really quite at the ledge too. Kapus staying alive up until that point.
Now Renegade sending them to the last stock of their winner's bracket, potentially, if they can't seal this out. Back air doesn't connect that first hit, so Snake's back air is actually going to be the one that comes through.
He's like, yeah, it's still my turn, actually. Good try.
That is the epitome of Snake. It's actually still my turn.
Still my turn, yeah.
That's what would be written on his gravestone.
Disney, an absolute Disney fast pass of a character. Like, no, I still get, no, we're still on this ride. Hold on.
Grenades once again taking back center stage. Kapus starting to get quite a bit of damage racked up on them and on the ledge as well. The Crash Bomber not available to stuff out the Nikita either. They really need to get this KO like now-ish.
Yeah, you can start to feel kind of this sense of urgency now with last stock of the set for Kapus at 80%. Backer's going to do it, so we're good.
Last stock.
We're on a last stock situation, absolutely. We'll see if Kapus can again continue breaking it in. Got to tack this damage on. It's going to be a lot easier for Renegade to find a kill in this situation than it is for Kapus.
I would not say that there is a good chance of a timeout, but if Kapus really buckles down, there is a chance that that could be a win condition for them here.
Yeah, absolutely. We are at about 150 left on the clock, so it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. But it's definitely going to be probably going to be on Kapus to break in and get this damage to get the kill.
It's just so dangerous to try to play for a timeout against Snake in particular, because once you get to 160, all he needs is a grab, and then the game is over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So I feel like if you're Kapus, again, it depends on how confident you are in your spacing, in your ability to build up that damage. Only 90 seconds left in this game, and you can see that Renegade might even be playing to that win condition too now, because he's starting to get a lot more passive with that stage control. He's not trying to shove Kapus into a corner. He's saying, don't get into mine.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think in the kind of menial damage department, Snake is going to kind of win in situations like that. Kapus does have Renegade kind of slightly on the back foot, stuck on the platform, trying to get back down to the ground here.
Ooh, backer! This could be a really big setup. This actually could go to time.
Yep, 1 minute left on the clock now, and Kapus is just all of a sudden we're in striking distance now.
So careful with the landings, because you know that one up tilt is all Renegade needs to finish it. Looking out for that up smash, but Renegade didn't want to try to follow up after it. This game's getting real close. They're both the kill percents.
Yeah, up air again. Renegade still trying to find his way back down. Kapus, starting to pepper in these forward smashes to try and catch Renegade looking.
Almost only 30 seconds left. Dash attack sets up off stage, and you can no longer get grabbed either, as Kapus gonna take to the skies to the platform. But the one time that they messed up getting off stage against those up smashes, it's the one that decides the game.